The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pockets, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Gentry. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Michigan! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense is coming back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that pass is intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. The give to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. He's got his man. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Motion from the offense. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it down the left. Oh, look out. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper shows how dangerous this passing game can be. 89 yards on the scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Might as well stick with him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical, work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Daly. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Daly. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a 3rd down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
The Buffaloes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to get to it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Calls his own number.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Takes the handoff. It's Daly. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. And then all of a sudden, boom, two guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. Quarterback checking the play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick completion on the out route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
Give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. Especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll call for the fair catch here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
At the 45 on its way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
Here's the give off the left side. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gentry. They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced the tackle for a loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Eighth play of the drive coming up. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Back to the ground game on the left. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Rides to the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking for room. It's Daly. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Brings up 2nd down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 4. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Colorado! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He's loose at the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Colorado 24, Michigan 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
At the 21. Now, 4th down.
And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Michigan ready ready to get that offense rolling again. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
He'll run it again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Takes it on the return. Coming back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being...
He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
Afterburner's coming. The 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Got his man! And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's going to let it go. And that pass intercepted. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. On the move is a 30. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Power football with the run. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the lone running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you perform well,